He's getting better and better with age.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
That one's long. Here's Toronto with the ball. Outside Anunoby. Siakam right side. Stolen by Bridges. Barnes against Crowder. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist from Trent.
Boy, this size, Fred Van Vliet customers. So crafty on the interior defense for him there.
Lays what it means to you to be the first female.
I think growing up, you dream is the dream come true. I think the kid in me is so excited. I know I'm the first, but I hope I'm.
Pass to Aiden.
Reckless right there. That's his second foul, and he can't.
That's his second personal foul.
Chua's checked in for Barnes.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Raptors.
An open look for Booker. Barry from 15 feet out. Booker's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, that should surprise no one. Devin Booker so good in the mid-range.
Stolen by Booker. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
That's his first.
They're having a hard time with fouls.
Third team
it's
foul.
Still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Crowder pass to Aiden. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
All right, Candace, I know you grew up a Chicago Bulls fan. Who was your favorite player on those legendary Bulls teams, not named Michael Jordan?
Well, you know, I loved following the Bulls, especially in the 90s. That was when I fell in love with basketball. But there was a guy named Ron Harper that I really enjoyed watching. I think that he was a huge piece in their championship run. And, you know, before he joined the Bulls, he used to give number 23 a couple battles when he was with the Cavs.
I thought you might go with Dennis Rodman for a minute.
That's a good one, too.
Trent from long range. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
The Eastern Conference has been great to watch so far. Here's how things are shaken up midway through the season. You look at Toronto. Hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference.
Well, for the Raptors, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Trent. Van Vliet outside. Siakam left side. 5 to shoot. Van Vliet outside. The Raptors need to get off the shot. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Well, some time now has passed since the WNBA bubble, Candace. Looking back at that time, what stands out the most to you?
Well, for the last 6 or 7 months, we've been allowed to say bubble in my house. It was a unique experience, one that I am very happy to have been part of. Just in terms of what that season meant to the WNBA, just in sports, social justice, and everything that the country was going through at the time. So to be a part of that was great, but just one time, not again.
Well, the WNBA crowned a champion, and maybe most importantly, as always, a leader in the social justice movement. And Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Flynn, he's checked in for Toronto.
For your Raptors, Malachi Flynn.
Trent against Booker. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Stolen by Bridges. Now Crowder. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Achua passes to Siakam to halt the run. It's tipped.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
That one goes. Count it. Paul's got 7 points. Candace, we see so many different coaching styles. To you, what's the most important quality in a head coach?
The most important quality in a head coach, especially nowadays, is to be able to connect with your team. You have to be able to connect to know what they need on a nightly basis, know when to push, know when to bring them back down into reality, and how to set the tone. So I think that is so important, especially in this generation.
Here's Crowder. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Flynn. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Trent. Bridges against Anna. And here's Siakam for 3. And Booker pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Hauled in by McGee.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense. Refs called him close already as he picks up a quick
Malachi Flynn. That's his first personal foul. 4th-team foul. Suns substitution.
Now here's Booker. Drives to the hoop. Misses off the right iron.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's Siakam. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first
It's
personal
on JaVale
foul.
McGee.
What
2nd-team
composure
foul.
from Siakam. Doesn't let the foul
At the
stop
line
him
for
from putting up a shot.
Toronto, Pascal Siakam. At the line for 2.
That one's no good. And so it's Phoenix in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done well to...
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
And drafted 13th back in
Ladies and gentlemen,
2015.
your North.
That's what I'm waiting for basketball, night in and night out.
That's got to feel pretty special.
That's so true. I mean, to stick it out and get this organization back on the winning track, that's how legacies are made.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
That's his first
Barnes
personal
is down
foul.
low with Siakam.
First-team
And
foul.
it's Fred VanVleet. And it's
Suns
Mikhailuk in the small
substitution.
forward position.
DeAndre
So that's the
Ayton.
5 in the game for Toronto.
Cameron Johnson.
DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Ooh, a
Toronto
clear
foul.
foul there on the missed shot.
Pascal
So he'll get a
Siakam.
pair at the line.
That's
They'll
his
pin that one on
first
Pascal
personal foul.
Siakam. Man, good
Second
whistle.
team foul.
And he drops the first. Well, Candace, it's got to be great to have a daughter who's experienced your career and achievements right alongside with you.
It's nothing like it. It's nothing like having to do what you say. Anytime I tell her a lesson or something, you know, there's always an ability to go on the computer and make sure mommy is doing what she says. So it's been a great experience. You know, all of my trophies, all of my accomplishments have been with Layla, and I wouldn't have it any other way, because it's really honestly us.
Well, maybe the best way to describe Candace Parker. She's a great mom.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
It's stolen by Barnes. Inside, stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. Over to the left wing.
Phoenix
And during the last month's rookie play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. Fifth best, the Suns.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Van Vliet with it. And it's Payne picking him up. Back to Van Vliet. Over Payne. Van Vliet misses.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
When you think about how important bench play is in the modern game, Candace, how big of a boost is it for a starter when the bench plays well?
When the bench comes in and raises the level of play, it definitely makes your job easier. You have a bench that you can depend on, a team that plays against the starters constantly in practice to make them better. It just makes the overall team and the energy go up.
Cameron
Can
Payne.
certainly add to the depth and buy some quality rest.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
On the take, and
Devin
Booker
Booker.
with the jam.
Assist from
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With his team on the
Cameron
rise,
Johnson.
he's looking to impose
3.
his will on a nightly basis. Ayton
It'll be
said,
a
quote,
rapid
I know
time.
how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game.
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. Trent, he's checked in for Toronto. Paul, he's checked in for the Suns. To the paint. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Personal foul.
Boy, what a strong take on the N1. Chris Paul understands with a level of toughness, you can make things happen.
Well, Candace, as you look around the NBA, the art of the flop has crescendoed, let's just say. And the NBA wants to address this. How do you think they'll take these steps to try to eliminate at least part of that part of the game?
I think it's just about, regular movement, basketball plays. As a defender, it's hard enough to guard guys like Trae Young and guys like James Harden and Kevin Durant. But then when you add into the extra things that they're able to do to make the defender wrong. So I think as long as it's a basketball play, but just like we've seen the kick, how that has changed the way that we protect shooters and how many offensive fouls are called. So I think at some point the players are going to adjust to the new rules.
That's his first personal
Boy,
foul.
what a clever
team
decision
foul.
there by Pascal Siakam.
At
Sticks
the
with the
line
shot
for
and
your
wins a
Raptors.
trip to the free throw line.
Pascal
He's off on the
Siakam.
first.
Taking
Jared,
2 shots.
he's checked in for the Suns. Good on the second one.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Here's Shaman, guarded by Trent. It's stolen by Trent. And a little under 3.5 here in the second quarter. Barnes, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Here's Johnson. He's covered by Siakam. And there's a whistle.
Toronto
That goes
foul.
on Pascal Siakam.
Pascal
That'll be
Siakam.
his second foul of the
That's
game.
his second
And that's
personal
2
foul.
fouls for him so far.
14
But I
fouls.
still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Outside Paul. The three is up. And he drains it. A
Chris Paul.
solid 5 for 6 now.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to
2
Trent.
minutes.
Back to Van Vliet. Outside Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Siakam. Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Mikhailuk. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Crowder, pass to Paul. And here's Johnson. Ayton with it. He's covered by Siakam. Outside Paul. Ayton, the screen on Van Vliet. Shoots over Siakam. And it's Phoenix with another.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
All right, Candace, always great to have you on the broadcast. Hope you can come back real soon. We'll save a spot for you.
Oh, I'm going to hold you to that, BA. I'm going to hold you. Thanks so much for having me.
Hey, anytime Candace stops by, we know we're going to hear something interesting.
I agree, BA. She's got a great perspective of the game.
Junior.
She sees it from
That's
the view
his
of a
first
player, a
personal
coach,
foul.
and a fan.
15
Well,
fouls.
make no mistake, Crowder has got great
Shooting
strength
for Phoenix.
inside. The defense can get
James
physical.
Crowder
It doesn't matter.
at the line for
Well,
two.
you think about Jay Crowder's career. He has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
McGee, he's checked in for the Suns. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Here's Flynn. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from McGee. To the inside. Tipped. It's stolen by Barnes. Trent on the wing. Inside. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Shamet. That three's off the mark. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Anunoby. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Shamet. Three-pointer, Bridges. Sinks the tray.
Michael Bridges.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
And through one
At the
half,
end of
it
the first
hasn't
half
even
of
been.
Yeah. Hear that, hear that, hear that. And then, yeah, right, y'all know that ain't my thing. Boy, I wear black lock, turn back blocks in a black eye. Stunting turn.
Well, the weekend has officially begun. GA, it's on.
Thank you, Kevin.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolute. Thank you. And checking out some numbers for James Harden.
Here we go.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Foul.
So the net starting
Pascal
five.
Siakam.
Harden out there with
That's
Kyrie
his
Irving.
first
And
personal
it's Durant.
foul.
And it's
First team
Claxton
foul.
in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Toronto, inside form, it's Barnes and Siakam. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. And it's Anunoby in at the three. Now, here is Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Assist goes to
You know, we expected
James
some
Harden.
hitting threes tonight for sure, Smitty. Both teams can really shoot the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, get ready for some points. This one could turn into a three-point storm.
And the
That'll be
official
a
signaled a
backcourt
backcourt violation.
violation.
Not very careful there.
Toronto
Taking a
ball.
look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Van Vliet against Harden. And Van Vliet, here we go. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred Van Vliet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Pass to Harden. Here's Claxton. Durant down low. Covered by Barnes. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Trent going inside.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Pascal Siakam with the
Harden
assist.
surveying the D. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant, the pass to Claxton. 4 on the clock. Durant kicks to Harden. And there's the shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Raptors ball.
Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Irving. Passes it to Harden. And there's the pass to Claxton. And it's Trent in the corner. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet on the wing. Over Harden. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Here's Anunoby.
Love it, love it.
Down it goes, jamming that one home.
Great anticipation by Fred VanVleet. Leads to the turnover, which leads to the run out.
While we have a break, now let's check out the league's best shooting team. Fifth best, the Nets.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Nets trail by 6. Durant deciding where to go with it. Here's Harden. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
Pass to Van Vliet. They double-team Van Vliet. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Durant. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Barnes. And the shot falls short this time.
Next foul.
I mean, all period has been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup.
Just to get in my glow. Love my brother, so I'm letting them know. Wasn't with me, so I'm letting you go. When it was cold, the righteousness depend on your soul. Cause she bold, phone home.